Right, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from, you're welcome. My name is Ethel Poplampo, and this is my YouTube channel. Today, first, let's get this out of the way. This is my first piece to camera, face-to-face video on my YouTube channel. So if you don't know me, I am a broadcast journalist here in Accra, Ghana, and I've posted a couple of my works on my YouTube channel. Not couple of my works, two actually. So you can go back, go watch those videos, and then come back to this video. But this video has nothing to do with what I do as a broadcast journalist. It's just another side of me that I love and I would like to talk about, and that is movies. And so I'm going to review a movie that almost everybody has watched in the world, but being the laggard that I am, I watch movies that are in rave 10, 20 years later. So yes, I'm coming to review Twilight. And yes, don't scream at me, it's been 14 years, I know. And I've not watched Game of Thrones. So if you don't understand, I'm in Accra. Come and look for me. But yes, I'm going to review Twilight. And it has 5 movies in all, so I will try and do all of them. But today I'm going to review the first one, which is the Twilight, and we'll talk about it. But one thing that blew my mind, I'll get to that. Let's talk about the actors first. Kristen Stewart. I think the person who did the casting did a great job because I believed in their characters. And I think that's one thing that blew me away. The characters were believable. Bella was adorable. Edward was adorable. And then Jacob too, everybody nailed it in the movie. The storyline, it's fiction, so I understand, but it's just weird. It's just weird that you want to change your whole being into another being because you're in love with somebody. Like, you want to be a vampire because you're in love with somebody. You want to trust son of Adam and go and be vampire on top love. Personally, it doesn't make sense. And it also just brought back this conversation I've been having with my friends about, do you really have to change who you are to be with somebody you love? And do you really have to? It even goes down to the simple things like name change. Do you really have to change your name? Or say, do you have to change your name if you are married to someone? I feel like it should be a conversation, yes, but then it shouldn't even be something that I can do with the hyphenation where I still keep my identity and add yours. But then again, what happens to the man? You are marrying me, I'm bringing all this goodness into your life, all this fun, all this drama, all this all this fabulousness into your life. I think we should start the conversation about what happens to men too. Should they be taking their wife's name? So my partner can be called add my surname Poplampo to it. I think it's fair. But we are not going to talk about that now. But then it was just out of the world that Bella wanted to be a vampire because she was in love with Edward. But watching the movie, I also understood that she couldn't be a human and still be with Edward. And so to some extent, it made sense. And she explained too that she felt more alive when she was in those dangerous situations with Edward. So I understand. But if vampires don't have feelings, how did Edward fall in love? Or do vampires have feelings? Please, I don't know, but if you know anything about the vampires and how they operate, you can comment down below so that even if it's a book reference, I can go check out. But then it was a good movie in all. Seeing that, I know this is in the subsequent videos, okay? But then is it also not weird that they got married at the age of 18, even though technically Edward was 109 years old? So for those of you who have not watched the movie, this is a story between 2 people where one is a vampire and one is a human, and then they fall in love. And weird circumstances. I won't say weird, it's just the normal movie gimmicks. And I do understand that vampires are very fast, but some of the things were just all over. Let's talk about the storyline now. We've talked about the actors and how they killed it, but the storyline, it's a beautiful story, but sometimes I think it's far-fetched. Like how Edward saved Bella in the school park. It was just so quick, and in as much as I don't get it, and I've been trying to understand, maybe it's because I'm not a vampire, but then if I understand what vampirism is, if there's a word like that, I'll get to understand it. But as I've said over and over again, it's a good movie. It's a beautiful movie. I love the storylines. Did I get butterflies because of the Edward and Bella love? Sometimes, but then the fact that, I don't know, it's a nice movie. And this is what, to me, makes it a nice movie, because it got me thinking a lot. And I also wish the writers could have put more light on the fact that Bella was pale throughout. Bella also had like the white skinish as Edward. Maybe I was overseeing things, so, but then it is a nice movie. Will I watch it again? Of course I will watch it again, because I want to understand certain things I don't understand. And let's talk about the family dynamics of the Cullens. I think it shows what we really should have as families. They are close-knit even though they are not related by blood. And you see how they stood up for Bella whenever she was in danger. And so, you know, I think it was a great movie. What do I think about the movie? It's not bad. Will I want to see more of it? I think the 5 is okay. So this is about the first one, Twilight. Or maybe the whole thing in general, because I really can't promise you that I'll come back. The whole movie was nice. I love the fact that family was an essential part of it. Everybody was holding it down for each other. And when Bella gave birth to Renesmee, you saw how the Cullens were like overly protective. And it was beautiful. Even though Bella's dad thought she was adopted, he was willing to be a part of Renesmee's life, and it was so beautiful. If there's one thing that I would love, if there's one reason why I would love to be a part, or I want to be a vampire, is because of how close-knit the Cullens were. I also had a problem with the relationship between Bella and her mom. Am I the only one who was getting the feeling that her mom was always making it look like she's a burden? And so Bella had to go stay with her. See, I'm happy Bella found love. I'm happy Edward found love. But Bella wouldn't have become a vampire. I'm not saying being a vampire is a wrong thing, so I beg you. If you're a vampire, I'm just joking. I mean, no, it's not that serious. Softly, softly, let me just say what's on my mind. I'm not saying being a vampire is a bad thing. And I'm not saying I want to be a vampire. I'm just saying that Bella wouldn't have become a vampire and all these whole complications if her mom would have just been a mom. Her mom kept making it look like Bella was preventing her from being herself, which made me cringe. But then let's look at the bright side, because when Renesmee came, Bella just took the whole motherhood thing to the next level. That being said, did you see what Bella did to Jacob? Oh my God. It was reeking of motherhood. It was beautiful when Bella found out that Jacob had imprinted Renesmee. And let's talk about that. It gave me some, Jacob imprinting on Renesmee, it gave me, I don't know, I just don't know. If he hadn't imprinted on Renesmee, Renesmee would have been killed by the wolves. But then does the imprinting means that they are lovers and they are going to stay together? Please, I didn't get that part. So If you get that part, please let me know. Comments down below. Let me get to understand it, because I've waited 14 years to understand this movie. And so if you can help me understand better, if I'm saying something and I'm not getting it, please let me know down below in the comment section. And also let me know, I've not watched Game of Thrones, so don't recommend Game of Thrones. But then let me know which movie you want me to watch again. And is it possible for werewolf, so to people who are into the whole vampire werewolf things, please let me know, is it possible for a werewolf and a vampire to be together? Because if Jacob imprinted on Renesmee, does that mean they'll stay together? I'm asking all these questions because I really don't get it. But if they stay together, if they become an item eventually, does that mean that Jacob, who is a werewolf, will then become a partner to Renesmee, who is half mortal and half human? How does that work? To the people who have read the books and know much about this, please let me know. But that being said, I enjoyed the whole movie. I just felt like one thing that saddens me, one thing that saddens me and one thing that bothers me is that the Breaking Dawn Part 2, the fight actually didn't happen, because I really wanted Arrow to die. But let's talk about the Volturi. The Volturi, if I'm saying it well, please let me know. If I'm not saying it well, comment down below. I know. Comment down below and help my life, because I'm still trying to find my way around this whole thing. They are not like the leaders of the vampires, are they? Because I don't understand the kind of power they have over the other covens. They hear the Volturi and they are shaken. What really was their role? I know Edward said at a point that they are the closest things to royalty when it comes to their war. Does that mean they are the leaders or what? But in as much as certain things escaped me, I enjoyed the movie. I'll try and watch it again and try and bring you a better review. But this is me announcing to the world that yes, finally, after 14 years, I have watched Twilight. Will I watch Game of Thrones? I cannot tell. But then, as and when something interesting happens, I'll let you know. And let me know if you want me to make this a regular thing, like try and post videos regularly. Or let me just say, if you want me to be a YouTuber and bring you regular updates. My name is Ethel Poplampo. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, tell a friend that there's this weird girl who has watched Twilight after 14 years, and let them come and watch. And let me know what you think about the whole movie, what you think I didn't get from the movie through this review, and anything that can help me understand the movie better. Bye.